Forget Michael Jackson, Elvis, or Mozart. Did you know that Garth Brooks is arguably the best-selling solo artist in history? But despite that, he gave it all up to spend more time with his kids. But now, years have passed, and the girls are all grown up. But is the world ready for them? Today we're digging up the truth behind the perfect-seeming Brooks family, as our story involves unexpected pregnancies, bad pickup lines, and a few dozen tattoos. The lives of the Brooks sisters have been anything but normal. But what did you expect? We'll also uncover some hidden secrets about Garth. Is he really the father and husband he seems to be? Why hasn't his wife, Trisha Yearwood, taken his last name? And which Garth Brooks song do his kids absolutely hate? Before we find out, please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it, and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. But now, buckle up, because we ain't going down until we've discovered the truth. So come on and let's go find out. What happened? Brooks' background. 22 years ago, Garth made headlines all over the world when he took a break from touring and recording to be with his daughters, who were 4, 6, and 8 at the time. Many people thought this was crazy for putting his incredible career on hold and leaving millions on the table. So did he regret his decision? Well, not at all. When asked, Garth said, quote, "I've got to tell you, that first soccer game that you go to as a dad is the greatest moment of my life." Of course, as is often the case, Garth's retirement came with an asterisk. He still played shows here and there, mostly for charity, and it sure didn't last forever. In 2014, he called an end to his retirement because his youngest daughter began college, and the girls didn't need dad at home anymore. But was Garth out of the woods? Well, it turns out the trouble was only beginning. Taylor Brooks. Taylor is the oldest and most mysterious of the Brooks sisters. While her parents thrive in the spotlight, Taylor is the complete opposite. All her life, she's made a point to live different than her parents. So why is she so private? Well, Taylor was Garth's first child with his first wife, Sandy. Her full name is Taylor Mayne Pearl Brooks, which is a whole story in itself. Taylor comes from James Taylor. Pearl comes from the comedian Minnie Pearl. And Mayne comes because, well, she happened to be conceived in Maine. They just thought the different spelling with the Y looked cool, I guess. Like her parents, Taylor attended Oklahoma State University, but she quickly made it clear she wasn't about to follow in their footsteps. Instead of playing music, she studied history, because those who don't study history are doomed to repeat it. After graduating, she went back to school to get a master's degree in theology at Vanderbilt. It wouldn't surprise me if she went back to get a PhD. I mean, I couldn't wait to be done with homework, but some people just have it in their blood, I guess. Other than that, I don't know. She doesn't have any public social media, and we don't know what job she has, if any. She just doesn't have any interest in the spotlight. So for now, we'll have to go on to the next Brooks sister, who hasn't been quite as quiet. August Brooks. August Anna Brooks was Garth's second daughter. For a while, it seemed like August would live a similar life to her sister Taylor, get a college degree, settle down, and live a nice, easy, quiet life. But her story got pretty crazy pretty quick. When August was in high school, she dated a sweet guy named Chase. It was supposed to be just a quick, youthful fling, but the universe had other plans. After graduating, she started studying at the University of Oklahoma, working a side gig at a law firm. It seemed like she had everything figured out, until she discovered she was pregnant. Guess who the daddy was? That's right, sweet old Chase. So August and her high school sweetheart made Garth a granddad when she was only 19. Now, some unexpected pregnancies can destroy promising lives and tear families apart. So how did Garth react? Well, with total class and grace. Garth said no other mother in the world could hold a candle to his daughter. He gave her his full support. And August and Chase worked things out too, even having another kid, a daughter, in 2016. Then just a few years later, they divorced. And Chase moved on pretty quickly. He found a new girlfriend. Does this bother August? Probably not. She's apparently discovered she likes gals instead. According to some sources, she now has a female partner. We don't know what Garth thinks about this, but given his track record as a dad, I bet he is supportive. Allie Colleen Brooks. As we showed you, Allie's sisters wanted nothing to do with the music industry. The fame, the cameras, the pressure to perform. They had had enough of it, just watching Dad juggle it. But not Allie. She decided to follow in her parents' footsteps. But at what cost? Let's find out. Unlike her sisters, Allie always wanted to be a singer. It's not her fault. Her middle name, Colleen, is from her grandmother, Colleen Carroll. Colleen was also a country singer back in the 1950s, and perhaps her spirit lived on through Allie. But Garth wasn't exactly on board. He made her promise to at least give college a shot before choosing the hard life of a performer. Allie said sure, but she did find a loophole and got a degree in music. Since then, Allie has been struggling to find her own fame. She's put out records and performed all over, but hasn't quite found her big break. Does she want to make music like her parents? In some ways, yes. But there is one track she just can't stand. And honestly, I don't agree. Because she does not like Friends in Low Places. Come on. Not because of the song itself, you see, but because guys in high school would use it to hit on her. And now music isn't the only thing in Allie's life. She has found love. Not with a musician too, but with a gym teacher. And they actually got engaged at one of her dad's shows. When she isn't performing or getting married, she's probably in a tattoo parlor, in quite a change from the typical country clean image. Allie has dozens of tattoos all over her body. So here's the question, what does Garth have to say about that? Garth. It's clear a lot has changed since the days when Garth gave it all up to be with his kids. So what does he think of them now? And what are we now finding out about him and his wife? Trisha's name. A little while ago it was revealed Trisha Yearwood, Garth's wife, would not be taking his last name. It turns out Trisha didn't have a problem with the family name. In fact, it was Garth's decision to have Trisha remain Yearwood. He said, quote, "Tradition doesn't count here. What counts is when you have two celebrities. One don't have to swallow the other." So while everything seems okay at home, what is going on with Garth and his daughters? Garth's children. So what does Garth really think about his kids? Is he disappointed that two of them are not repeating his path? Well, not at all. He's actually very happy they're charting their own courses. He recently said, quote, "They have been endlessly encouraged to be their own people. We have always wanted them to be individuals and not be known as someone's daughters." And at the end of the day, that's who they've been. Not just Garth's daughters, not just the Brooks sisters, but Taylor, August, and Allie. Being a dad is a tough job. Even if you're a nice guy like Garth Brooks, there's no right answer for anything. But there is one metric of success that really matters: doing your best. And it's hard to argue that Garth hasn't given it his all at being a good dad. And while there of course have been ups and downs along the way, I'm sure he's very proud of his three lovely ladies. So what do you think? Have you checked out Allie's music? What did you think? What is your favorite Garth Brooks song? His best album? Do you prefer Garth Brooks or the wife, Trisha Yearwood? Get in the comments and tell us all things Garth Brooks. While you're there, tell us who we should cover next. Hit the thumbs up icon if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to our channel and come back often so we can keep telling you what happened.